Hey guys, Vertigo Electric here, and tonight I'm playing a game called the Moon Sliver. Not to be confused with the Moon Silver, which I thought it was called originally, but it's the Moon Sliver. This is by the developers of the upcoming release Dusk, and so let's see what their past project looks like. Game by David Szymanski. Like the title begin, the Moon Sliver, I almost said silver again, is intended to be completed in a single sitting, and there's no save system. It is suggested you set aside an hour to complete it. Well, I have set aside all night, but I'm hoping it won't take more than half an hour. So, let's start. The Moon Sliver. Maybe it's Sliver. Oh. Alright, so WADs to move, space to jump, right mouse button to toggle flashlight, left mouse button to interact or examine, escape to toggle menu. Alright. Oh, Ellie was a sullen and beautiful girl. There's some really dark text at the top. The youngest of all them, with a mind unfit for lofty thoughts. She had once come in here to see if there was any old firewood otherwise she stayed in her cluttered house where it was warm and familiar. I don't know why I said unless. It's a box. It was, oh! Why did that happen? Oh. Oh! Okay, I thought the text appeared because I clicked. It fades in and out as I get close to things. That's why it was so dark. Okay. Isa was the oldest, and if not the wisest, certainly the most learned. She remembered when Josiah still lived, and she would sit on this crate and listen to his stories. Those memories, like so many others, were bittersweet. Alright. Conserve your flashlight battery. Recharge it at power outlets when night falls into the mountain. Into the mountain? Is that the mountain? Or I'm outside now. So there's supposed to be some sort of little kind of walking simulator narrative thing. I think it's supposed to have a horror theme. What's this? What is this? What is this? It's power. Oh, it looks like I need a lever. Of course. Can't go in there yet. Won't budge. The Moon Sliver. Oh. They reached the ruins and strolled leisurely through them toward the shoreline. Isa could remember when... Is it Isa? I mean, it's Isa. Isa could remember when the old building still stood there, filled with families. No families today. I'm sorry, he said, and he cried because he often cried during these talks. For what? She said, for a lot of things. As well, you should be. You should be so sorry. The Moon Sliver. Can I jump on that? What's that do? Strange acidic smell emanated from the pipe. Ooh. We don't like acidic smells emanating. Where's the Moon Sliver anyway? Well, let's go in here. Isa kept a smile on her face, although she did not feel like smiling. She sat down beside the flashlight. What about Ellie? Has Ellie mentioned anything to you? She said she didn't take it either, he said. Nor did I, and nor did Abel, she said. And yet it's gone. She said. They said. So some things I do have to click on. The rusted junk cast shadows on the opposite wall. How do you know Abel didn't take it? He said. Because I trust him, she said. He's a dismal man, but he would never hurt any of us. Do you trust Ellie? Daniel didn't answer immediately. I trust all of you, he said, because that's how we have to live. Now I know why writers use words like he replied and responded, not just said. Daniel, you're the last one I gave the key to, said Isa. Daniel stared at the mysterious control panels. He didn't meet her eyes. He never met anyone's eyes. I didn't take it, he said. Why would I take it? I'm the one that told you it was missing. Oh, look at that. Does that do anything? Does anything do anything? There's just a flashlight sitting there. I can't take it. I have to be careful about preserving my flashlight battery, but I can't take a second flashlight. That was a backup. Not that it was any good anyway. I'm saying that she knows more than she's telling us, said Ellie. Yeah, you tell him, Ellie. What is your problem with Issa? Daniel said, putting his book down. He was annoyed at being interrupted here. My problem is that she's a liar, said Ellie angrily, fiddling with the knobs on the machine as she paced around. And that I have to keep explaining this to you over and over again. You don't know her like I know her. Exactly. You're not an impartial judge, he said. She keeps the chapel locked, and she's the only one with the key, said Ellie, leaning on the barrels and folding her arms. So you're saying she took it, he said. So I got a bunch of bickering so far. This is a really bright flashlight too. I think you can see it shine on the mountain right there. Even though it's daytime. Mysterious liquid had drained from the tank and into the water long ago. Well, if it's... then why are we calling it mysterious then? If it's no longer in the tank, and it's gone, whatever. These skeletons were all that remained. This place was a forest once. I bet it was. Said when night falls into the mountain. That's probably what that is. So I think I will keep exploring until it starts getting late. Ooh, what are they? Oh wait, what's up here? Another switch? Okay. And what's over here? Door had rusted shut. It would never open again. Well. Didn't even let me try. Ellie was laying on the bed. Danielle came in. She scowled at him suspiciously and beautifully. What were you and Issa doing in the old power building? What were you talking about? What were you and Abel doing at his house yesterday while I was climbing the mountain? He answered, casually flipping through the book on her table. It was covered in dust. She glared at him. I'm going to get wood. She spat. Did you think I was too stupid to know? He said, I'm going to get wood. Maybe I'm just reading through it too quickly, but I really have no idea what's going on. Oh, there's an evil man on this island, and I know him well. We played together as youths. We have cried together. We have eaten together. We have loved the same women. Betrayed the same women, and he is my constant companion, my worst enemy. He puppets my arms, legs, and mouth to his own selfish ends. Secretly hurts everyone I love as I watch helpless. With her unshed, unfelt blood on my hands, hands, period. He gives my flesh with indescribable pleasures and blights my soul with unutterable despair. His name is sin, and we are irrevocably bound together. Surely there exists no hell worse than this. Abel read to escape, Daniel read to feed his lofty, strange thoughts, Issa read to pass the time, but Ellie, as far as Abel knew, she hadn't opened a book in years. What did she do all day? He didn't know. Sometimes he worried about her. He worried about all of them. Were they as melancholy as he was? It's too much text on the screen, go away. Am I supposed to be able to open that? What's that? I'm not going to read all that. Sorry. Sorry. Lisa could not talk to Abel about her feelings because Abel was overburdened with his own. So she often sat at her desk and wrote. She did not know who would ever read her papers. There was something profound about preserving thoughts, so they would live long after there was nobody around to read them. She took the knife from the shelf. The blade was dull and rusty, but it was still pointed. She was not smiling. Another locked box. There's a key. Will it work on this box? Nope. But it is a key. Well, maybe it'll work on this box. No. Do I have to... Okay. I thought maybe... Is there a box in here too? The flashlight is hanging from the ceiling. Daniel took down the dead flashlight and replaced it with a fully charged one, listening to Abel talk and thinking unrelated thoughts. He preferred the sharp illumination of flashlights to the dimness of the flame. Good for him. Oh, it's nighttime. Suddenly. There's an ominous hum. Guess I better get into the mountain. Come back when night falls. What? Well, what do you call this? Dusk? Oh boy. Well, I found that key, so let's. I guess go back, find that room with the controls or whatever. So I don't really know what I'm supposed to. I don't think I use the key here. Well, I have a key. What does it go to? Don't know what the key goes to. We just got done watching Gods of Egypt, which I heard from multiple sources was not the greatest movie, and they were right. It was it was pretty hokey in a lot of the CGI, and it was, or rather the Moon Sliver. There, it was. I guess it was here. Now it's gone. Anyway, it was still an entertaining movie, but it wasn't quality by any means. Whatever the heck there. I don't really want to read all that though. Stare at the empty struggling. I guess. Again, the moon came to Hector in a dream when it was. Alright. It's easier for me to just kind of scan over it with my eyes and actually read it out loud, so. Okay. I guess this is nightfall then. And rainfall. So let's enter the mountain. The mountain! The night was wild and cold. Looks pretty wild and cold. Oh, there's the door. What? Well, seriously? What? Okay, what do you consider night? Is this... Okay, whatever. I don't know. Well, let's see if there's anything else to explore. Clearly the tide has risen. There are things in the water that should be on land. I don't think there's anything over here. I went in this last little hut, right? Didn't I? Oh yeah, it's one of the hanging flashlight. Let me out. Let me try that box again. Just because. Wait. Maybe there's other keys or something. Oh, look at that. There's another key. Alright, can I open this? Oh, look. Lisa didn't know what the object was, but she remembered her father tinkering with it in his workshop when she was a girl. The workshop and the adjoining home were now far underwater. She was not a young woman, but even now, seeing it brought her comfort. Able to come in. How do I get into the storage? He asked. She shut and locked the box. I told you before. Forgot. I don't go there often. Press the first 3 until they click. Leave the 4th alone. Okay. Can I not have that? Is that... Oh no! Oh crap. Light's going out. Well, I can't collect that, so hopefully I don't need it. And now it's dark as balls. Well, that's pretty dark, by the way, just to let you know. Alright, there must be another key in here somewhere. Must be. Must be. Or maybe not. You know, not necessarily. Okay, well, the flashlight is dying. I don't have the brains, apparently, to take the other flashlight, or any other light for that matter, that seems to still be working. Can I go in here now? Come back when night falls. Okay. I'll just wait for it to get dark. I'll wait till I can't see, and then somehow find my way back. Well, let's go in here again. I don't understand what I'm missing. Oh wait, yeah, I could charge my flashlight here, I guess. I didn't really consider that. Okay. Well, that's good, I suppose. I don't... Those don't do anything. Oh, boy. The monstrous tracks leading from the hatch were brand new, but the wind quickly erased them. I don't understand. It said the night was wild and cold, but apparently it's... I can't... Why can't I get in there? If something comes out and, like, kills me, and requiring me to start over or whatever, I'm not going to. So, just giving you guys a heads up. Getting older. Yep. Let's go over here. This is where I started, isn't it? I think this is the one where I started. Let's go back in here. Maybe there's something in here that I could use. No. La la la. So this is where the moon sliver is supposed to be, I guess. And it is not. Where are those lights coming from, by the way? Interesting. Interesting indeed. There's a note over here. Vector descend into darkness, terrible whispering into the deep. Turn to the surface. Okay. Well, no prison Indian white. Ah. Too much. Too much reading. Is it night yet? Has night fallen? When is it night? When can I go into the mountain? I don't think it's going to get much darker than this. I'm going toward the mountain. The night was wild and cold. You could be kidding me. I'm starting to get the impression that it's not necessarily based on actual night falling, but rather like I have to trigger certain events or something. Like there's something I need to figure out or solve or see before it lets me in. Like this is not true nightfall yet. So these don't do anything. There's still that other box that I haven't opened. Does nothing, does nothing. I don't know, guys. I'm... Stop saying that. Every time I come near here, it says that. Oh, look, look, look! Why didn't I notice this before? Okay. Leave the fourth alone, it said. Alright, I've made it into somewhere new. I didn't notice those buttons were there. Good grief. Okay. Well, this looks creepy. Ellie was uneasy. The darkness had never felt this menacing before. It seemed alive, watchful. So menacing. The code was long forgotten. Nobody had been below in many years. Well, there's only... There's only 4 buttons. Let's... Look at that. Look at me breaking in. They had to know the truth, and Hector would not tell it. So down here, where nobody would find him, he wrote on scraps of paper. Maybe someday someone would discover them. Okay. Is that all that's down here? Is just a piece of narrative? Is there something... Is there something else? I don't see anything else. Get me out of here. A waste of time. Waste of my precious time. It's gonna explain the feeling, blah blah. Oh, wonderful. My light's going out. I need to find a wall outlet. Dang it. What is this place anyway? Old school? Come on, there's got to be a charger around here somewhere. I need a chair. Did that chair move? Or was it always there? I feel like that chair moved. Oh, look, a dead end. Yes. It's my favorite kind of end. The dead kind. Alright. I need a wall outlet. I need a power. There we go. Maybe we just keep clicking it. Okay. Alright. Called again. Ellie still not answered, but he heard the footsteps again. Is something scary going to, like, come out and get me? Well, there's another flashlight I doubt I can pick up. Didn't even have time to cry out at the shadow silhouette in his flashlight beam lunging toward him. Okay. Scurry. So scurry. With the lunging and the silhouetting and all that. Gotta preserve my flashlight. There's another flashlight. I hear growly. Well, this is... everyone's dying in this little story. I'll just go back here. I'll be safe. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna stay back here. That would be wise. So this morning I had a weird sort of like lucid nightmare of sorts. It was weird because what made it weird was like I was dreaming, but in my dream I was dreaming that I was having a nightmare. Does this make sense? Anyway, I don't want to talk about it anymore. Soft scratching footsteps behind him. He turned and shined his flashlight around the tunnel. Nothing. Couldn't explain the feeling. It was as though something was lurking around every corner, staying out of sight, staying ahead of her. It's because somebody took the Moon Sliver. Or maybe it is the Moon Silver, and the thing it was keeping at bay is a werewolf. That couldn't come near the silver. Except as a family of rats lived amid the crates of dried food. They were perhaps the last animals left alive. Oh, family of rats. Just another dead end. Gosh darn it all. Must preserve my flashlight. Another dang it. It's actually creepier than I expected it to be. Oh, by the way, oh, does this go back outside? Oh no, it's just a... oh wait. Yeah. I was gonna say, my microphone might have sort of a box sound to it, like it sounds like I'm in a box or whatever. And I think it's just because of the way that my desk setup is. And I don't think there's a lot I can do about that, unfortunately. Alright. Maybe now I can go into the mountain. Oh, look at that! It must be nighttime. She's going to remember the last time she had been under the mountain. There was no reason to come here, but she had looked everywhere else. She clutched the old knife in her right hand. Yesterday the Moon Sliver went missing. Today Ellie, Danny, and Abel were all nowhere to be found. She knew the word of Hector by heart. Sinister implications were not lost on her. Okay. Good old Hector. I am reading of ages past. It's not him! It's not him! Are you happy? Yes, I'm happy, but there are tears in his eyes and he struggled to control his voice. I know you, I know everyone. We're happy, none of us are happy. Staying here, the tears were falling from me. I would like to stay with me. I let it out. Pretty yesterday after I talked to Daniel. Why did you do that? Oh, that island is horrible, barren, lonely islands. This is how it was all okay. A lot of dialogue in this tunnel. Oh, flashlight's not working now. I believe the word of Hector. Put the knife to her chest point first. No, please don't. Seriously, don't leave me alone. Thank you so much. Is she gonna stab herself now? It was a push. Remember where the heart was located from one of her father's old books? It was too slow to catch her falling body. Knelt beside her and sobbed for some time. He was not a strong young man anymore, but his body was light. He would take her out to the water. Always breathe until I don't understand. It was simply wandering and listening freely. And wait. Is this where I like turn around and something happens? Okay, I'm not looking. Oh. Kind of used my peripheral vision in case something tried to jump scare me, but all that happened was this. I know I kind of blew through a lot of the narrative there, but you know, it's okay. Oh, I'm still controlling the mouse. I didn't know. What am I supposed to do? I'm walking. Morning dawned on the empty island, cold and bright and windy. Moon Sliver. Cool. Well, that was interesting. It wasn't terrible. Dedicated to Rachel. Oh, the end. Yeah. Is it? Is it the end? Yeah, well, I can't go any farther, so I guess that's it. Alright guys, well, it's so that was the Moon Sliver. Little interesting piece of narrative. Yeah, thanks for watching. See you guys later.